Hello friends, good to see you again. Welcome back to Yoga with Paige. And today's class is designed to garner a little bit of hope, a little bit of openness in the heart center. So if we're feeling a little stuck lately or just maybe a little down, we need a little bit of reassurance. We're gonna get that today in this gentle practice. We ground ourselves fully through the mat, a lot of standing and down on the knees poses, really feeling supported by the earth, coming back to that true connection, so where we can cultivate more connection and power and hope for things to come in the future, things that we can't control. We just trust in this process and let go. So whenever you're ready, all you need is your yoga mat, and we start standing up. Start today in mountain pose, feeling rooted from the feet up, foundation first. So lifting the toes, ensuring that we're grounding through all four corners of the feet. A slight bend in the knees, we're not going to lock them here, so a slight little bend. Rolling the shoulders back, slightly tucking the pelvis a little bit so we're not swaying our butt out. Palms face forward. We're nice and open here. Maybe closing the eyes for a moment. Just tapping into the breath. Utilizing all of the space in the belly. Breathing nice and deeply. If we want to think these thoughts or say them out loud, and to say, I trust. I trust in all that I can't control. I trust in what's to come. Taking a few more nice grounding breaths here. Just really thinking about that. There are so many things we cannot control. And trusting in those helps give us a little hope that everything's going to turn out fine, because it is. On your next inhale, we can blink the eyes open, reach the arms up high, maybe gazing at the fingertips. We can interlace palms together, pointer finger up. We're going to exhale, bend slowly, gently to the right side, leaning from the rib cage. Inhale back up to center and exhale to bend to the left. We're going to keep moving like that for a few rounds, going with the breath. Opening up through the side body, feeling the connection to the mat through the feet. You can feel the toes, the balls of the feet, the heels. Rooted, strong, supported. And ending whenever we're evened out on both sides. We're going to gently release the hands. Turn to face the front of the mat if we weren't already. Just hang out here. Inhale, one big reach up. And exhale to fold flat back, keeping the knees bent. And we're going to hang here for a moment. And just dangle the neck. Palms can be flat on the mat, another connection point. Or they can grasp opposite elbows. Whatever feels good for one breath here. And we inhale to halfway lift, your version. Pressing out through the crown of the head. And exhale, hands find the earth. We gently step back into our high plank, connecting to our core, our inner fire here for a breath or two. Rocking gently on the toes. And then slowly taking a vinyasa, holding the chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale over the toes. Finding our downward facing dog, big toes together, sending the heels down, the hips up. Taking a gaze for a second at your fingers, spreading them as wide as we can. Feeling the space in between the fingers. Feeling beautiful length in the spine as we reach the heart towards the mat and the hips up high. We're going to gaze at the hands. Bring the right leg up into three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring it through the chest, and come into our low lunge, dropping that left knee down. You can keep the fingertips on the mat here, just shining the heart forward, opening up this hip crease. And on the exhale, we're going to plant the left hand on the inside of the foot, reaching the right up for a beautiful long twist. Bringing out the internal organs, breathing nice and deep. And then tucking that back toe to lift the heel, coming into a high lunge. Replacing the right hand down to the mat, coming back into high plank, taking a slow and controlled vinyasa. Feeling each movement, each transition. Maybe noticing something you haven't before, a new beginning, a hopeful new beginning. Reaching the left leg up, three-legged dog. Coming into our low lunge on this side, fingertips to the mat. Holding here for a breath. Releasing tension in the shoulders. Knitting the thighs together. Planting the right hand, reaching up with the left for our twist. Deep breaths. And then picking up that back knee. Circling the left arm around to frame the foot. Coming back into plank. And taking one more vinyasa, melting the heart down to the earth. Big breath, inhale and exhale over the toes. We're going to drop the knees down, finding our tabletop pose, untucking the feet. Nice neutral spine. And then raising the right arm, left leg behind, big inhale, nice length. And exhale, connecting to the core, crunching it all in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, crunch, trying to reach knee to nose. Last time, finding length. And exhale, crunch. Taking that left leg up. Bending the knee, finding our balance here on our right leg. And then maybe we reach that right arm behind. Finding the ankle, the big toe. Whatever feels good to you today, depending on how open we are, how accessible this pose is. Using the opposition of the hand and the foot to gently press up. Opening through the hips, gripping through the fingers, pressing through the right foot. Beautiful. And gently release everything back into tabletop. Taking 2 rounds of cat-cow here just to reset. Big long breaths. Coming back into tabletop, switching sides. Inhale, finding length, and exhale to crunch. Reaching long and coming in strong. Last one. And kicking that right leg up behind, finding our balance first, before maybe reaching the left arm back. We can gaze back at the foot, if that helps. Using your breath, helping you stabilize. And gently release. We're going to come down onto the belly. Steepling the fingers on the outside of the mat. Toes, feet are flat. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, take the left ear to the mat. Inhale, lift. And exhale, right ear to the mat. Moving with the breath, with this oscillating cobra. Feeling your strength. Feeling the unity. Beautiful. Just enjoying this moment, this movement. Evening out both sides. And whenever we're ready, whenever we're there, we can gently press back to wide child's pose, sending the knees to the outside edges of the mat, reaching the hands forward, melting the heart down, taking big, deep breaths here, connecting to your gut, your intuition center, to your heart, melting it down, opening it up. Keep it open. Don't close off that heart center. Happier days are ahead. Keep breathing, keep settling in, releasing tension in the shoulders, in the neck. Maybe we find our forehead to the mat. One more deep round of breath here. Let the belly go. Don't constrict it. Let it all out. Expel the breath. And then gently lift the chest, walk the hands back, tuck the toes. We have a choice here to stay in this toe balance and open from here. Open wide, sending the knees out to the sides. Chest is lifted, glutes are active. Or we can come into Malasana, a little squat, whatever suits your fancy today, whatever brings you a little bit more connection. I find Malasana very grounding. Bringing hands to heart center, feel very low to the ground. This pose always brings me a lot of connection. So whatever your body is calling for, you can listen to that. Maybe a little bit of movement, or maybe some stillness. Some time to just be. That's what this is all about. Sitting here with your breath, with yourself, for a few moments more. Noticing what comes up for you. Accepting it with love and choosing to move forward with love. And then on the next exhale, we can plant the fingertips straight in the legs, coming into a little forward fold. And on the inhale, we're going to halfway lift, extend through crown of the head, and then step one of your feet to the front of the mat. Turn to the long edge, pointing the toes out, and coming into goddess pose, sinking into the hips, very active in the legs. We're nice nice and strong, connected to our power, our core. Taking a moment here to just feel it, to just sit. This is also a very grounding pose. Maybe we take a few little pulses. Beautiful. Can feel it burning? I sure do. Next, inhale, reach up, straighten everything, star pose, send the fingertips up, big energy. And exhale, back to goddess. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, goddess. Inhale. And exhale. One more round like that. See how big you can make this one. And inhale back up to star, turning to face the front of the mat. Stepping up and exhale, mountain pose. Hands come to heart center, or we can take hands behind our back to find reverse prayer pose. If we want a little shoulder opener. Whatever variation suits your fancy. Closing the eyes, grounding through the feet, reconnecting to your center, coming full circle, right back to where we started. Noticing any differences in how we feel. Beautiful. We'll take one last big breath together. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you feel refreshed, a little bit renewed, rejuvenated, having a little bit more hope for the future, trust in the things that we can't control, which is quite a lot. And if you did like this class, please give this video a thumbs up, comment your thoughts down below, and hit subscribe to never miss more daily free yoga classes. I appreciate your support so much. It really helps me out and helps make free yoga accessible for everyone, everywhere. Thank you for practicing with me. I look forward to seeing you again on the mat very soon.